Well, you guys need to know what's going on in my life right now, and I have talked to other people that were close to me with what I do here, and they already know, they're aware of it, but I feel like it's time to let the channel know what I'm going through, because I do say that you guys are like family to me, and I'm private in a lot of matters that go on with me. A lot of information I keep private. And but if we're a family, you need to know some things that are going on right now. So yesterday morning, I lost a very close family member to me. I lost a grandmother. I lost my grandmother, the only one I ever knew, the one that I was raised with, you know, that was in my life with my mother and my parents and everything. And she was like a third parent to me. She was like another mother to me. She was that close. I saw the woman every day. She was in my life almost every day. That woman was like a mother to me. And what happened is, it seems like it was a heart attack. She's older. She was over 75 years old, and she was in good health. She wasn't an old lady. You know, you figure when someone is on their way to death, you figure that it's not just an instantaneous process. You figure that it's going to be like some stages to it. And yesterday, I was called over. She had been acting sick. We thought that she had a stomach flu or something. She was coughing up, spitting up, you know, nothing food like, but was spitting up film and different stuff. And we just thought that she had some form of a hay fever or stomach flu. She was having little, you know, issues breathing, like panting and stuff. And I'd only seen this from her one time before. So I was called over at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. You know, when she first showed signs of it. And what this woman does, she was in good enough health that she was a caretaker to my mother. My mother is gravely ill herself. So my grandmother was over there. She was a good and active grandmother. She wasn't weak or frail or anything. She was a good and healthy woman. She was a good woman. I know a lot of people don't mess with the religion aspect of things, but she was a good Christian woman. She wasn't a drinker, wasn't a smoker, didn't do any drugs, was a good woman and took care of her family. And she was over there tending to my mother. She is, I don't want to say necessarily crippled herself, but right now her health is down herself. My mother's health is down itself to where she can't really walk or anything. So it's not like she's crippled, but her condition is low itself. So she was over there. My grandmother was over there being a caretaker to her, and a family member, you know, got me up, called me over there, and I had to get over there and see about my grandmother. I figured everything was in hand, and I stayed the night, or what was left of the night. And then she had another episode where she was coughing and huffing and, you know, drawing for breath. And I hopped on it. I went in there and I tried chest compressions. We got the EMS on the phone. We did what they had told us to do. We waited on them. I kept on trying chest compressions. I thought that she would pop back. I heard her, you know, draw a couple of breaths. I thought, okay, she's, you know, back. She's back. What's going on? Like, just, I thought it was something like an allergy or hay fever, stomach flu, something. And the EMS got on site. They said she had no pulse. They said that it was nothing they could do. And, you know, as far as I'm familiar with it, none of us are really familiar with anything because it happens to us once or twice in life. And I was thinking that, you know, they get on site, they hit her with the little shock machine or whatever. They, you know, brush those two little clips together and yell clear and try to get her heart started again. They didn't do any of that. They said she just didn't have a pulse and it was nothing that they could do. Yesterday, when I lost her, it was my birthday. We were supposed to come together, like, you know, we're that close. We were supposed to come together as a family and celebrate my birthday and just be together. And she was taken from me that very morning, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, and she was gone. I've been calling and talking to family members, you know, coming together because we have to handle the services and what's going to go on in the coming days. And we still figuring out. I'm going to have to go and drop being where I'm at and come be with my mother and try to caretake with her with other family members. Obviously, as far as it regards the channel, I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna upload for the rest of the week. I will try to have some stuff up next week. I probably won't talk in those videos for right now till I get things more figured out. Got to console some family members and figure out what's going on with me right now, because all yesterday, I mean, I sat with my grandmother. I held her hand after they gave me that announcement. I held her hand and I talked to her. I hugged her. I just stayed with her up until the funeral home came to pick her up. So I just need you guys to support me right now. And if you are a praying person, if that's your religion and that's what you do, pray for us right now. Support me right now. I've had people reach out and talk to me. The people that did know of it, I did talk a little about it on Twitter as far as announcing what was going on and why there wasn't going to be anything for a couple of days. I announced that on Twitter, so people have reached out to me and, you know, sent their condolences, and that's what's been going on. So next week I will try to upload something, but for the rest of the week it's just I'm taking time to reflect on what's going on and try to get myself stable and try to see what's going on with my mother and the family. And that's just what's going on right now, guys. Like I said, usually I keep personal matters to myself because the way that I've always felt about it, you guys come here for one thing, and that's what you come here for. A lot of people are interested in the art and not what's really going on with the artist. Like, you come here for one thing, you don't expect to get anything but that, and I will try to provide that for you guys next week. But like I said, it's just going to be a process for right now. My and I thought about it. My grandmother would want me to do what makes me happy. She wanted to see me happy, and she tried to be invested in what I was doing. Like, she would ask me when, how's this going? As far as a grandmother could know, and what's going on online. I say, yeah, Grandma, I'm doing this right now on top of this and whatever. And she would be happy for me. Like, yeah, I'm glad you're doing it. Something that makes you happy on the side. So, that's what I have to share with you guys. That's what's going on. That's what I've been dealing with for the past 24 hours. And, we just trying to come together as a family. I got family members coming out to join me and trying to console my mother and what's going on here. And that's just what's been going on. And if you took the time to listen to this, I really do appreciate it. I know how some people out there feel about me. That's fine. Like, that's why I don't really share personal things that go on, because I don't want people trying to treat me differently out of sympathy or anything. I try to keep things that are going on personal, that don't have to go on, that don't have anything to do with what I do in gaming. I try to keep those things separate and keep things, the way that they, what's been going on. So, if you did listen to this, I appreciate it. Just support me in any way you can, with prayer, with whatever. And, I will try to have stuff going on next week. I will try. It just depends on what frame of mind I'm in. I have not even been able to eat for the past 24 hours. Like, it's just a sickness in the pit of my stomach for how I'm feeling about all this. So I just appreciate whatever you guys are able to support me or what's going on here. And I'll try to see you next week with what I do. Thank you so much for the people that have supported me and have sent condolences out. If I didn't say anything to you, I'm just dealing with a lot right now. Don't take it as being ignored. Just take it as I'm going through a lot right now. I'll see you guys next time.